Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 31 Days of Cutfiles combined with Mixed Media Mayhem. The inspiration piece we have is this pretty piece right here from Josephine Vanderhoven for Cocoa Vanilla. And oddly, I don't have any mixed media on my layout today, but I'm still pulling inspiration from a mixed media piece. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and count it because you know, you don't always have to do mixed media if you're pulling inspiration off of a mixed media piece. You can pull in other things. So I took the color palette and a lot of the stars. I'm going to be adding some of those and decided to do my layout based off of that. And I apologize that there's no mixed media on it, but I have been doing a lot of mixed media earlier in the month. So this one really didn't call for it because I had such great papers. The background papers, I believe, are some close to my heart ones that I had from one of the packs right before they went out of business. And then I pulled in some other oranges and turquoise pieces. I went to my silhouette and I cut the word Lovelock. This is the town that we're driving to. And I cut it twice. I cut it with the offset so it's got the outline that's black. And then I used a turquoise map paper to cut the words or the letters to go over the black so it's nice and bold and kind of in your face. And I really like how that looks. And then I'm spending some time cutting out or backing my cut file. Today we are using the back end of a car as our cut file. It has a stack of luggage up on the top. It's basically the trunk of the car, and then I've got some extra luggage pieces that were included as part of this cut file that I will be using as well. So a large part of this is backing the cut file, but I did not make you sit through all of it because it was a little bit time consuming. I did put a little bit of gray vellum in where the windows go, and that is kind of representative of, you know, some tinted windows or whatever, and just so it didn't look super see-through. And then I'm backing the little luggage pieces with some varying colors in the same, or varying shades of the same colors that I've got going on here because I want it to all kind of go together. And I think it's looking super cute so far. The little straps, I did use a little silver, the same silver that I used to back the hubcap. And I think it's looking really adorable so far. It does all come together relatively quickly once I get the car backed and the suitcases backed and the letters all cut. It's really pretty simple, but I really like how it came out. It's kind of got a lot of impact, I think, because the bottom of it has so much bold color on it, and I'm really happy with the way it came out at the end. So I apologize if you're missing the mixed media. I will put a link to my mixed media playlist at the end in case you are missing the mixed media portion of this video, which is non-existent because there's no mixed media. But you can go and check out other videos that I have done that have mixed media on them from that playlist if that's of interest to you. So I'll put that up at the end on the screen here for you so it's really easy to get to. So in case you're wondering about the photos, this is a girls road trip. You can see I've got an acrylic piece that says girls road trip on it. That is from Colorcast Designs. It's been in my stash for a very long time. I had a subscription to them until I basically ran out of storage space for them. And that's not because I didn't use them. It's just because I had so much great stuff. The subscription was amazing and awesome, and I really loved it, and hopefully someday I'll be able to get back to it, but I need to use up some of these pieces first before I can bring in more pieces because, again, storage space, right? I kind of have a bit of a rule for myself that I don't bring in more stuff unless something goes out because I just don't have that much space for it. So yeah, if I'm gonna make room for something, something else has to go. The best way for me to have them go is to get them into a scrapbook. And yes, I do keep the scrapbooks, but not all of them. As you know, if you watch my channel, some of them go to the kids I take care of. Some go to my son and whatnot, and some go to my niece for her family. So yeah, it's just a matter of, getting it all done. And when things exit the room, I can bring more stuff in. So that is a little theory I have, by the way. If you are somebody who likes to hoard your papers and your supplies, it looks so much better in an album than it does on your shelf. And once it's in the album, you can buy more supplies. See how that works? So that's my little theory, and hopefully you can make that work for you too. And not feel so guilty about buying more stuff, right? Okay, so this paper that I am cutting up, this orange one, is from Bo Bunny. It's an older collection, but I love this paper. I think it's fantastic. I kind of wish I had more of this collection. It is actually a collection that I did hoard because I love it so much. I think it's so beautiful. I don't even know how old it is. And then this piece of paper is actually from Cosmo Cricket, which I want to say the paper maybe from 2010. So using some old stuff today, but it's the perfect colors, so why not get them in the album? Like I said, yeah, quit hoarding and get them in the album. I am inking up everything in a little black soot distressing because I want to make sure they pop off the page. You can see there I did not use the entire sheet behind my photos. I just cut a little bit like an L shape out of it and tucked them behind, because while I'm not trying to hoard it, I also don't want to waste it, because these are some of my favorite papers. And so I'm going to put those back into my scrap bin, and they'll be super useful for other things. I really love the orange because it reads kind of as a solid, even though it's not a solid. And those are some of my favorite papers to have in my scrap bins, because they're great for things like backing cut files or having little bits and pieces sticking out, like in this case where I just have a little bit sticking out. It looks like it's just an orange piece of paper, but it's definitely got pattern to it. And I love that. So it's a little bit of a more grungy look. And if you didn't know, because maybe you're new to my channel, I don't actually keep any cardstock other than black, white, and craft. I maybe have like 3 or 4 other sheets that were from an 8.5 by 11 left over. Maybe a red piece or something like that. But yeah, I don't really keep cardstock in my stash. I just keep papers that read like they are a solid, and it just makes me happy. So anyway, are there any of you that actually just don't keep cardstock? You just keep pattern paper? Leave me a note in the comments. I'm really super curious how other people feel about that. My general thought on that is, and my reasoning behind it is, pretty much nothing in life is a solid color. Even the walls that you paint in your house, yeah, they're a solid color for like a moment, but as soon as you put furniture in there, there's shadows and lighting that comes in from windows that make some walls lighter than others and darker than others. So really, are they a solid color when your eye takes it in? Not really. They may be solid, but they don't look solid. So that's my theory on pattern paper that reads as a solid. Looks like it could be a solid, but it's not. Anyway, as you can see, I've got this little black suitcase. I've also got the black tire, and those are pieces that were cut from a paper rose collection, and it was not a solid either. But when you see the whole paper, it has boot prints on it. There's no boot prints actually showing on the pieces that I cut out, and I love how that looks. I also pulled in some pieces that I had out earlier this week for another layout, and they are from Coco Vanilla Studio. The piece that says Rad, The Adventure Awaits, and the Little Mountains. And I don't know what collection they're from. They're from one of the masculine collections. It could have been Boys Rule, could have been, well, I don't think it was Legendary because I don't have all of the Legendary stuff all together. But it could have been any one of the Coco Vanilla Studio masculine collections, because mine are all kind of in a package together, jumbled up. So I don't know. I mean, they're not wrinkled or anything, but they're all just kind of thrown in the same pack at this point because there's only odds and ends. So I pulled those out. I think they're super cute. And I think I started to tell you about these photos and then quickly changed subjects. So the photos are me and some of my gal pals driving to Lovelock, Nevada for a retreat. And we are meeting MK and our friend Janae there. And it's just a really fantastic time. Unfortunately, well, maybe it's fortunate that we're standing in front of the back of the car in that first photo. You can't actually see how much stuff is crammed into that car. If you've ever been to a retreat, you know, you take everything but the kitchen sink with you, pretty much how it is. And it's great. My friend Maureen, she packs the car. And if you've got everything sitting out there, she can make it fit like a Tetris game, and she packs like nobody's business. So there's always room for more. I don't know how we fit it in, but we do. So that's us in the car, and then we leave super early in the morning. You can see the sun coming up in one of the photos taken out the window of the car. And then it happened to also be the weekend of my birthday, and it wasn't really planned as a birthday party. It wasn't planned as a retreat for my birthday. It's an annual retreat we go to, but it happened to be on my birthday weekends, so we had cake and celebrated my birthday, and it was super fun. They're an amazing group of friends, and I love every time we get together and scrapbook together. So wanted to get this in the album, and this was a 2023 trip, and you know, it's been sitting waiting to be scrapbooked for a while, and I'm really happy to get it into an album. So I am using some leftover foam, I don't know what you call that. It's dimensional leftovers, basically. And I am using them to pop this Adventure Awaits up, and then I'm tucking, because that arrow is a chipboard arrow, so I needed to have a little foam behind the other pieces so that they would be supported. I also put some foam behind the piece that says Rad down by the car, because I also tucked a little toothpick in there for my pennant to kind of be hung from, I guess is the best way to say that. And then here are my stars. I'm adding some stars in the bottom, down around the title and the luggage, and then I am adding some stars up where it says Adventure Awaits, and tucking some on either side of that, bringing a little orange up to that corner by bringing one of the orange stars up there, which I only had one star that was orange, so it worked out. And that is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this one, and if you did, hit the thumbs up button. We are super close to the end of 31 Days of Cutfiles, and I hope you have enjoyed this series. There is a playlist link down below for you in case you have missed anything so far, or if you want to go and check out anybody who is playing along, because we do have some friends that have been playing along here and there throughout the month. And don't forget to go check out MK's channel as well. I know she is getting caught up and posting some layouts and videos, so go and check out her channel and see what she's got for you using this cut file as well. I will see you guys again real soon, as in tomorrow. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.